Born and raised in a humble family in Butale village, Masaka district, Muhammad Segirinya has used theatrics in his politics and it has worked for him so far. However, Segirinya disagrees, saying he uses art which is inborn to pass on his messages, and this is what his detractors call comedy. Segirinya describes his approach to politics as activism, but not comedy and drama. He explains that this is something he started way back while still at Kadugala Primary School, where he was barred from contesting as a head because he was not in the boarding section. What followed was probably the origin of Segirinya's approach to politics.
I decided to organize a food demonstration that no one should eat food on that day, and people accepted my call, and later the school administration decided to sit and settle the matter amicably, and later I was voted and I was considered to be the head boy.
Segirinya says activism has won him many hearts, but adds that it takes action and a sense of responsibility for people to support and trust you.
I used the comedian approach, and I delivered the food to the people during that period of COVID-19, when people are incarcerated in their homes. I delivered the food in Masaka. I delivered the food to my area of jurisdiction, that's Kawempe North.
Segirinya says he has been misunderstood.
So, if people can consider those previous activities and take them as comedy, it's totally absurd. And I call upon, if I'm a comedian, every Ugandan should be a comedian. If you can go in the hospital and you pay hospital bills to those suffering mothers, I think every Ugandan should be a comedian.
Other than Segirinya, other politicians whose politics is seen as anchored in comedy include John Ken Luchamuzi, Rubaga South MP Katolwama, and Bunyole West MP James Waluswaka.
Then why are you? If you don't want to pay tax, you just die.
Makerere University Political Science Don, Professor Sabit Makara explains the apparent rise of what some people have described as political comedians.
So success was, in my time, was looked at in terms of philosophical things and, revolutionary things. People would read about Karl Marx, Mao Zedong and so on. But people are now looking much more at the popular guys. People who are in town and have made it.
Professor Makara says the time is ripe for artists to have their voices heard and influence the politics of their country.
Like our parliament now has all kinds of people. You have people of religious inclinations, people who are really religious, reverend fathers and so on. They are there. You have farmers, they are there. You have business people, they are there. There's no reason why theatrical people or musicians or comedians should not be there.
Professor Makara urges that politics worldwide is changing, and it will not be a surprise in years to come when professors like him and the elite are sidelined as artists and comedians take charge of countries. Olivia Komgisha, NTV News.